I'm going to make a little video showing these inside corners that I'm using here to tape my corner bead on for these rounded corners. I like the rounded corners better because then when you're walking around the corner, if you hit it, it's not so sharp and it doesn't break off so easy. I got the metal corners. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's my own house, so I don't have a problem putting the nicer corners in. So let's look up here at these little inside corners. See the little white piece up there, the little white plastic piece? This is just here in my garage, and it's gonna be like a little storage right here. I'll probably put shelves up inside there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but the thing is I needed a good inside corner because if I tried to cut that with the tin snips, then it's not gonna come out so nice. So let me show you. I've had these for a long time. And you may already know about these, but if you don't have them and you're doing inside corners on your sheetrock for your corner bead, I like them. There's the manufacturer, all that, the number. I got these at Home Depot. That's all it is. And normally, like if you do your windows, if you sheetrock your windows, you could put these corners in the windows and do the corner bead. But I do not like to sheetrock in the windows. I like to put the wood in and put the casing around it and the trim. It's more work, but that's why I don't use these on the windows. Now, another thing I'm going to tell you, when you're putting your corner bead on, this is something I found out. See how I'm putting the sheetrock around this post? Well, the post measures 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches and 5.5 inches. You want to leave your corners like that. You don't want to overlap them and make a box, because once you do that, it throws off the piece of bowl nose that you're putting on. So I hope you understand that explanation. Let me see if I can find a little piece here and I'll try to explain better. It's the same thing I'm talking about with these corner pieces. But so I found this little piece of bowl nose trim. Let's go over here and let's look at this. Okay, so when you put it on like this, like I told you with the, see, can you see right down in there? If you were to overlap the sheetrock, so you had, so you didn't have that 90-degree corner in there like I have, then then this thing kind of offsets and it doesn't look so good. Okay, so at first I didn't know that, and I had to go back, and I had to, wherever my sheetrock was overlapping, I had to cut it back, and so I make it look like this 90 corner, so it receives the corner bead a lot better. Okay, and how I am attaching this corner bead, so I'm just working around up there, and you see that one right there? That's actually an outside. They make the little outside piece right there, the same manufacturer. I just don't have anymore. See how I haven't put that piece on right there? Because I need a little 3-corner there. I need a 3-corner there, or you could say the outside corner. And I need one right there and right there, okay? So the reason I boxed that up is so that when my garage door came up, it would go back into this little space right here, because I didn't want to make it too close to my drop. So I took a lot of time and framed all that out, and I knew I'd have to put the corner bead on there. So that's what I'm doing. But how I'm attaching this is I have my little crown stapler right here. And I put glue under this because if you don't put glue under here, then if this metal ever flexes and you've mudded over it, then it'll crack right there. So I glue it, and then I also staple it with my crown stapler. This little Boss Stitch 1/4-inch crown stapler. I guess if you didn't have one of these, you could use roofing nails or sheetrock screws or something. And then in addition, after I get and I don't use the spray adhesive because I don't like those fumes it gives off. So I just use the regular old construction adhesive. And then another thing I do is I take the mesh tape and I put the mesh tape in this little separation, because that way it's just more insurance that your sheetrock, your little mud and texture job that you do right there is not going to crack. So anyway, my son, he's taping up the arches. I put the corner bead on. He's come back and putting the tape on. So we'll mud around those later, but I just wanted to show you those corners because it's something that can make your life easier and make your job look a little bit cleaner. So let me show the box one more time. And then you can get as many of those as you want, and it'll make your job easier. All right, that's it for now.